Hello, I'm back and I'm taking a second video on my study progress by capturing my screen. 大家好，我諗住呢一段片係既有英文亦都有廣東話嘅，我之後先用返廣東話。Okay, back to English. So today is the 16th of March and we are 2 days behind. We are 2 days before the possible strike that is happening within this school. So this is my intranet, and in 2 days, as I hear all these messages, once the strike actually happens, we are gonna have to see this thing going offline, and this is a lot of impact on students. So what happens in my Outlook inbox? I get this email. So this is on the college management perspective, saying they didn't reach a reasonable agreement and so on. And if you click this, so obviously the college management doesn't like this. They don't like how what we call the faculty members, the professors or lecturers, however you call them. They don't like how they don't do a compromise on this so-called sincere attempt and so on. Everybody knows what it is, like completely unrealistic and so on. So basically, you don't need to read this. I don't even like the management. Look, the Seneca's president, his name is David Anu, literally makes $400,000 a year, and yet we don't have the right quality of teaching and education that we have. So my current problem also coincides with this potential strike. So once the internet actually goes offline, the saving grace is that we still have things like this. So in my current course, namely programming, one of the programming courses, I still have access on GitHub because GitHub is outside, right? It's external. It's a major website. Everybody in IT or even out of IT still knows this website. This is exactly my project title. My project topic here is fictional, but look, it is. It shouldn't be hard for those who know how to code. But still, it's a little bit hard for me, and I just don't have time. Uh, my stuff is long overdue. Maybe I'm not even gonna make the deadline. Look, this is not exactly difficult if you know how to do it, but it is difficult for me. This is doing the manual and so on. It's just an example of how, despite the potential strike, you can still access materials. But the thing is, with the union rules, so we have a work union about labor rights and so on. So all the faculty members, they are bound to this. This is about if they have a strike, if they are on a strike, everybody, they cannot answer students' questions. Doesn't matter which student. So they are not talking to us. They are not doing emails with us. They are not doing this. They are not doing course materials and so on. All this, they are gonna be offline. So that's the big problem. And what I have, uh, other than that, I have something like this. Look, it's from certain teacher. I don't know this person, but they have something like this. I'm gonna stop for a few seconds. So, see, this is how the faculty members generally have this kind of response. So the management doesn't want to do the arbitration. In legal terms, arbitration is a way that there's a third party doing the negotiations for the two conflicting the the two parties in dispute. And obviously, why does it come up? It is because something like this. This is a protest letter template writing to the management. What else? Let me see. I copied a bunch of messages to other from other classmates. So this thing is an earlier letter. Basically, the main complaints are about the teachers. They want to have more time to read each assignment from each student. Like one class, 30 students, 40 students, then you're gonna have what? Like just 5 minutes to read a piece of assignments. That's not exactly respectful of the teaching profession, because if you have so little time, then you're not gonna be having good education for the students. You should be spending more time with the students other than uh, being a worker in some like fast food business or something. This is not fast food business. This is teaching people. So that's the problem. And I have conflicting ideas on this, because in case it happens, it could be just like what happened before. I can search it right now. So in the past, there was a strike like this back in 2017. It also affects. Look at this. This is the faculty, uh, the faculty union. So a few years ago there was already a walkout strike. So back then people said uh, the semester was cut short and your assessments was gonna be based on only 8 weeks instead of 12 weeks, or at most 14 weeks. 8 weeks of work, but that's gonna be account for 12 weeks work and so on. This is just bad in theory, right? Because at least it happened before. So if we search other news on this, people said they had some mental health impacts, because you don't know, there are always people having mental issues. They look normal, but they still have a lot of confusion and look. So this is what happens. So it's just bad for the students as well. And for that, I mean, I don't intend to be like, oh, you shouldn't go on a strike or something, but this is a lot of impact. And obviously, as many people here know, a lot of international students here, they account for a lot of revenue for Canadian universities as well, universities and colleges. So the matter is how, because of so much revenue, they tend to be uh, it's all about human greed, I think. So this strike can affect a lot of students, and I don't know what to do personally. I'm not watching this watch offline, and then we are not gonna know what to do. And so far, personally, in my 3 classes so far, currently, only one lecturer said uh, he had no idea, and we are gonna see what to do next. So say for example this, from this exact teacher, we have a test on Friday, but if this internet goes online, how are we offline? How are we gonna do the test? This is my question. So I'm gonna stop my English here. 好啦，咁頭先咧，其實我哋講咗一啲罷工嘅消息嘅，咁就係話正話講呢啲啦，就話 就係以前已經發生過呢啲事情㗎啦。2017年嗰陣時，咁依家個消息就係根據翻我呢個 email 啦嚇，已經係星期一嘅事啦。咁今日星期三，我3個老師咧得一個講話，我唔知點算，唔知點好，睇下到時點咁樣，又喺度講笑咁講話開 Discord server 繼續，因為即係如果罷工嗰陣時係唔可以同教員傾偈㗎嘛，所以其實咧都幾大問題㗎，我認為。即係我覺得好好笑喎！依家咧學生會又整個咁嘅，我都唔知乜鬼嘢。Four tips 啊，預備你嘅職業啊。Four tips，啲人話我第5個 tips 就係、唔知啊，好似講話咩唔好入呢間學校或者乜嘢，再唔係就係話，即係有好多，我覺得咧入到嚟讀書其實好多嘢咧係呃你嘅，我覺得即係講到好似好有希望啊成，但係其實咧呢個世界只有經濟競爭同埋剝削，即係用一個左少少嘅角度去睇。誒唔掂㗎呢個狀況，其實繼續咁樣落去咧，雙輸咯，同埋我頭先一開頭咧用英文講咗一陣就係、即係我依家 project 又搞唔掂，亦都唔知會點啦。究竟咁樣落去咧，其實個會唔會真係壓縮咗個學期？就係、我哋而家第9個星期啦。如果一罷工暫停咗呢件事咧，咁會唔會直接就即係好似我頭先用英文講就係話原本12個星期嘅學期就壓縮成8個星期，就定係會係即係未知數咯？定係會係就咁你用咗幾多個星期，學咗幾多嘢，就嗰啲嘢作準當一個分數咯。咁我依家唔用英文講啦，我講埋佢就係、其實有啲同學就等緊畢業嗰啲咧，係更加唔知點算。喂，大佬爭1個月，即係臨門撻 Q 咩？即係一個唔該，你同我講話你唔畢得業㗎咁樣。究竟個學期係會延遲啊？即係罷工完之後再繼續啦。咁咪即係去到5月咯。咁我5月即係好奇怪喎！你同人簽約嗰陣時，即係尤其是請老師啦，你會講嗰啲嘢㗎嘛？簽約簽到幾多時幾多號合約，尤其是合約制老師啦。因為今次咧，我頭先冇用英文講就係、除咗係嗰個老師教學嘅時間批改作業嘅時間不足啦，5分鐘一份功課，即係我都話係快餐作業等同，但係佢哋唔係做快餐店員工咯。問題係你做快餐店員工，你遞咗個餐就算啦，係咪？但係你而家係教緊人啊嘛，你點可以5分鐘啊？甚至即係好多人都係啦，問老師，老師唔覆你，你話佢唔得閒又好咩都好啦。但係呢件事都係唔理想噶嘛，其實點解唔可以課後揾老師咧？即係呢個係一個好大問題。咁另外仲有最少2個問題啦，其中一個我記得就係話外判好多教學工作俾私人機構、私人企業啦 （private corporations）。咁其實又係影響老師嘅士氣啦，即係從來都係勞資糾紛嚟嘅。OK，咁所以我就話其實係人性嘅貪婪咯，即係話嗰啲我哋叫國際學生，即係外國人，佢哋俾咁貴學費，可以係1年3個 sem 啦。我哋1年3個 sem 已經交18K。18,000加紙，你想象下係幾多錢？其實係好好揾嘅。其實呢啲錢，即係如果咁樣計嘅話咧，都可以講話係睇你點睇啦。可能同香港嗰啲非本地生嘅學費咁上下啦，拍得住。其實總之就好貴啊，好大嘅一個產業咯。所以點解嗰啲管理層喺呢件事係講唔掂數咯？即係盡量壓低成本，揾份外判又成咁樣。咁對啲尤其是係合約制啊、兼職教嘅佢老師亦都唔係咁好。所以點解其實呢件事冇話一定我係國際生我就唔撐老師，唔係。但係國際生嘅受影響嘅最大，因為佢俾最高嘅學費，但係同時佢哋你一個唔該話即係 walk out 咗，所謂 walk out 咗即係直情直情唔教，即係呢個網都會唔見埋嗰啲功課作業啊，全部唔知點交咁樣咧，即係學我頭先講咁樣點啊，走出去結合交啊嘛，唔係個個老師咁做啊嘛，再唔係上 Discord 噶嘛，所以呢件事咧係一個未知數嚟嘅，其實係好大問題，一爆發嗰陣時真係唔知點。